Hi everyone, I'm Joanne and welcome to Bat Thrift Crazy. I have literally a full counter of things that I want to share with you that I picked up at the Durham Rescue Mission bins. Some of them are from a little while ago and some of them are actually very recent pickups. This isn't from one haul, it's from several hauls, but I think there's some pretty cool things in here and something new that I'm going to give a try, which are going to be lamps in my vintage space, but I will get to those very shortly. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you are a return viewer, thank you so much for coming back. Majority of my videos here on this channel are thrift haul videos, and I hope this one is going to be a good one for you. I'm going to go ahead and get started with this cute little bunny. I've had him for several weeks now and have just failed to share him with you. And I don't know what it is made. It might be one of those paper mache molds, and someone kind of covered him with, it doesn't look like moss. It almost looks like shaved, really fine shaved bark. But I just thought he was absolutely adorable. He's got a little ding in him right back there that I'm not sure if I'm going to try and fix or just leave as is. I may remove this raffia bow from around the neck and put something different on, or just leave it alone without anything on. We'll see how that goes. Okay, this is just because I needed a basin. Just whenever I seem to need one, working on a toilet or something like that, I don't have one. So I found that at the bins and I figured might as well grab it while I can. These I picked up just yesterday. They are from, oh my goodness, Thermoserve. You may or may not be able to see that on the bottom there. Whoop, let's see here. That'll focus for you. And it's a set of 4 of these insulated mugs with different prints on them. I thought they were just super cool. I'm going to try some Barkeeper's Friend to get out some of the staining that's on the interior. I hope I can get it out, and I hope it's just not that they're that old and maybe damaged or something over time. But I really liked the prints on them, and I think they are vintage mugs. So we'll see if I can get them clean or not. Keep your fingers crossed. So here is one of the lamps that I picked up that I'm going to try. I usually do not have lamps in my space, but I thought, I'm just going to give it a shot. I'm fortunate enough that at the bins, these things don't cost very much money, so there's very little invested in this if it doesn't work. I will tell you one thing that did not work for me, though. I said I was going to let you know how it worked out. I picked up some vintage Christmas wrapping paper before Christmas time and packaged them up in Ziploc bags and priced them and put them into my vintage space. And that, unfortunately, was a huge flop. I did not sell any of the vintage wrapping paper at all. So that's something that didn't work for me, might work for other people, but since it didn't work for me, it's something that I'm not going to be trying again. But I do want to let you know that that did not work out for me. Let's hope this is not the same. But I found, now the thing is that I found this really cool base lamp. Let me see there. That'll show for you. And then I found the lampshade separately, and I think they go together really well. And I did test the lamps at the bins to make sure that they worked, and they did. So I picked this one up. And luckily I do have electricity in my space. And then I also picked up this one. And again, I've got the base separate. And then I found this, pretty sure that's a vintage lampshade there. It does have, I'm noticing now, a little bit of discoloration on it, but it's older, it's vintage. One thing though is I don't like the way, you see it's wobbly, and that's not really good. So I'm going to try somehow to, let me see if I could show you. and see if I can spread these pieces apart so that they will fit tighter. Okay, bear with me for a sec. Here we go. This is the piece right here. I'm going to try and spread this open a little bit so that it will fit and go right over this piece here. And then it will be a tighter fit and hopefully won't wobble. We'll see how that goes. Picked up some skewers just because they're great to have around for crafting and such. I found a whole bunch of tea light candles, and then my friend Kelly found this whole bag for me, because when I do sell little votive candles in my space, I do like to include a candle with them. So these will really come in handy. And look at this adorable little vintage flour sifter. I think it is so sweet. It's made by Bromwell's, and then it has, if you can see the measuring, 3 cups, 2 cups, and 1 cup. Now, I don't know if it came with the graphics on here or somebody painted them on. Whichever, I thought it was a really well done. Little tiny bit of wear on the handle, not too much, but I thought it was a great vintage piece. Just have to clean it out a little bit. I wouldn't use this, and when I do go to sell it, I will mark it as decor only, because I do see some rust inside of there, and I honestly have no plans of trying to clean the rust out, so this would be a decor only piece. Now this I was super excited to find. Look at this adorable little wicker basket. I am guessing it's for magazines. You could potentially even hang it on a wall because of this little loop that it has here. It needs a little bit of touch up with some paint, but that is not a big deal. And oh yes, there is a sticker on the bottom of it that says made in Hong Kong. So that is definitely an older piece. So I thought this was a really cool find. Let me put that in there. And then I just, on Saturday, sold a pair of these vintage Tupperware salt and pepper shakers. These are a little bit dirty, so those will have to go into the sink to get washed up. And then these, oh my goodness, I wish I could have found one more of them. They're little heart-shaped measuring spoons. And I thought how cute it would be, especially with Valentine's Day coming, if I could have found 3 of them, just because, you know, groupings of 3 is supposed to be the thing, or I guess groupings, odd groupings. But I thought how cute it would be if I had found a 3rd one and could have put it into a frame. I think that would just look so adorable in somebody's kitchen. Excuse me. If I had found a small enough frame, it could even be something that you could put into a tiered tray for Valentine's. Unfortunately, I only found the 2 of these. I'm going to hold on to them though, because you just never know with the bins. I just might find a 3rd one on my next trip. Let's see. These I have had for a while. Found a bunch of blocks. Now these are newer blocks. I don't think these... Oh yes, these are definitely some newer blocks, but they do sell. I've had them in my booth before. I will be honest, it took a while for them to sell. I had 2 bags, separate bags. I can't remember how many blocks were in each of the bags. It took some time, but they did sell. And I don't have very many of them here. There's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's about 14 or 15 of them here. And then this, I'm guessing this is a purse. I think this is so cool looking. Really neat. But this you could use for decor if you wanted to. This would look really cool. Maybe in an entryway or a mud room or laundry room, hanging on a peg, like a pegboard with this on it. And maybe, oh yes, and maybe some like lavender or something out of it. That would look really cute. No, and it's in very, very good condition. I don't see any damage on this at all. And then another bag that I picked up was this very long, slouchy bag. This would be good to take grocery shopping. Let me see. This is from Sassy. Was made in China. Okay, I was kind of hoping there might be a date or something on it, but there is not. But again, this bag is in very good condition. I did not see any damage on this at all. Oh, let me put this in here. Now, don't forget, if you are enjoying this video, leave me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. It really does help out my channel. And if you are new and are not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to hit that all notifications bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. This piece is amazing. I think when I bought it, I asked them if they could just weigh it for me and give me an idea on how much this cost. And I think it ended up costing me somewhere around $5, which I was really happy about. It is a floor standing wine rack. Okay, because this is your fat end of your bottle would go in here, and then straight across from it right here where the neck would go. And then it has, on both sides of it, it has some chalkboard. What I plan on using this for, this will be for sale in my booth, but what I plan on using it for is to display rolling pins. I mean, don't you think that would look really cool? And if I had a rolling pin here, I would stick it in to show you so we could both see how it would look. But I think this would look pretty amazing with rolling pins displayed in it. So that is my plan for this piece. All right. Oh, speaking of rolling pins, what I have been doing, I had a crazy craft day yesterday, and I just finished off a bunch of projects that I had going on in my head. I did not film it. It's probably something that I should do, but with my full-time job and everything else that I have going on, those, for me anyway, those crafting videos are very hard to make. They take a lot of editing, and I'm not very good at them. But how do you get good at something is when you do it. So maybe I really need to go ahead and give it a shot. But I digress. Rolling pins. I picked up this sticky contact paper because what I want to do with this paper is put it around the pin part of a rolling pin. And then I don't know if the handles will already be distressed or if I can distress them myself. But I thought that would look really cute on a rolling pin. And it might be a nice little accent in someone's kitchen. So that's why I picked this up. And my most recent trip to the bins, I picked up this, oops, he's backwards, this cute little bunny basket. This will be for Easter. So I'll just set him in my booth just like that. He's adorable, I think. The back is felted, but the front of him and his ears are all real soft, plushy. I'll put him there. Oh, excuse me. I found one vintage bag. And if you've been with me for a while, you know I love my vintage bags. This was made in Japan. Beautiful, beautiful condition. This would be a great little bag to take to a wedding because it would be just enough to hold, you know, your lipstick, maybe your eyeliner, mascara, whatever, and your cell phone and, you know, some cash or a card or something. But I thought that was just a pretty little beaded bag. Again, in perfect condition. I don't see any beads that are missing. Love that. Oh, that's another thing. Although I only have right now 2 vintage bags in my space, but neither of those have sold. So maybe they're just not good bags, not desirable bags. I do have a lot more of them that I need to get up there, but as of yet, I have not sold any vintage bags. A couple of pieces of clothing, and then we'll get back to the hard goods. For myself, I picked up these. I hope will stretch enough, kind of jean flared palazzo pants. I love the bottoms of them that are all raggedy here. These are for myself. And then I picked up this shirt, not because of the shirt, but because of the pattern, this white and red check. And what I plan on doing is tea dyeing this and then cutting it into strips and using this to tie on bows, to make bows or just some ties or something when I do some kind of crafting projects. Much less expensive than going to the fabric store and buying it. And on the same note, picked up these pants because they reminded me of drop cloth. And this I'm going to be using for some craft projects instead of drop cloth. Again, much more economical. And then this I picked up for myself. Just this really nice long-sleeved denim shirt. Okay, you made it through the clothes. That's it. Found this gorgeous vintage and well-worn wooden mallet. Look at the nice chippiness on that handle. So this puppy has definitely been used. I love this. Oh, these are, in one of my last videos, I showed you, hold on a second. Where did I put, oh, here we are. I showed you, I think it was 3 of these that I found. And I had said that I knew somewhere I had some moss-covered hearts. Well, I found those. I found 4 of them in one of my hauls. And then in my last trip to the bins, I found some more of them. So my plan is to take maybe 3 of these skewers and kind of just put them together and put them, use your imagination. They won't be this long. Put them together in here and then put the heart on top of it. Okay, you see where I'm going with this? And then look at this, how well this will match that. Okay, so we got that. And then making a bow or some kind of tie out of that shirt. I think it'll look cool. So that's my plan for those. Those I need to get done because, you know, Valentine's is pretty much right around the corner. I found a couple pieces of Tupperware. This very tall cake carrier, and I do have some of the straps, because when I do find the straps and I can't find the the cake carrier or anything with it, I will pick the straps up because you never know when you're going to need them. So I found that piece, and then another one of the deviled egg carriers, and luckily enough, the deviled egg trays were inside. So that was a happy find. And then 2 more pieces to show you. This little, it's a tin cow. Okay, so here's the cow in the background. And then we have this tin, galvanized tin cutout here inside of this nice rustic wood frame. Now the wood frame has a couple of little dings in it here, but I think I'm going to leave it as it is. Maybe just sand it down a little bit so there aren't such rough edges and maybe little splinter pieces and such. But I thought that was kind of cool. Somebody might like that. Then the last thing that I have that I picked up was a Campbell soup thermos. And it has been worn and used because you can see some of the red around there is taken off. And this is from 1990. No, I think that might be 1998. Yep, it's a little bit hard to make out. but it's good. And, I mean, it will be cleaned, but it's nice and clean inside. Yep. So that was kind of a fun find. It's got a couple of little dings in it too, but you know, it's old. It's from 1998, so. All right, that's everything. That was a really, really good haul. I'm so happy with, I think, everything that I got between those two visits. My favorite, my favorite, oh gosh, let me see. I do, okay, it's going to be another toss-up. Okay, it's between, and these two things are so unrelated. It's between this bunny, because I think it's absolutely adorable, that bunny, and the floor standing wine rack that I plan on displaying the rolling pins with. So that, my friends, is everything. If you would, I always ask if you would put in the comment section down below what your favorite find, or in my case, finds was from this haul. I'll let everybody know what that was. And I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for another thrift haul coming up this coming Sunday. And until then, you know what to do. Take very, very good care of yourselves, everyone. Bye for now.